Hello and welcome to Experiment 2 Video A. This video and other videos in this module will show you how to do the Excel spreadsheet for the experimental data that you have collected. Now first things first, okay, I will please open a new Excel spreadsheet, okay, and type in the data or the words that you see here. Okay, so let me just take you through what you have to do. Okay, for example, in this cell is called cell A1 because it's column A, row 1. You type in the words experiment 2 density. Okay, and then you do the rest for this, do the same for these cells exactly like here. And then for this cell, you type in mass in grams. Here you type in initial volume bracket cm cube. Okay, so you'll find that you can type in the whole thing. Okay, this is what you will see here, and then you type in cm cube. Don't worry about the power, just type in 3. Okay, then go on to the next cell, and you find that the next cell will cover what you've just typed. But don't worry about it, just carry on as usual. Okay, so type in final volume cm cube. Here, type in volume bracket cm cube, density gram divided by cm cube. Okay, exactly you follow what you see in your table here. Okay, so you may want to pause this video to actually do the typing. Okay, so now I believe you are done. Okay, and we just have one little problem to solve because this entire sentence is not visible. This one is not visible as well. So all we have to do is just okay, so you just bring your cursor here, okay, to this column, and bring it to the boundary between column C and column D, and you'll find that it changes shape. Okay, so to compare again, let's bring it away. Okay, now you see it changes shape again. Yeah. So once you see this, then you are ready to do some adjustment. Okay, so what happens is that you can, ensuring that your cursor is of this current shape, hold on your left mouse button and drag. Okay, so now you find that, okay, you see more of the column now. Okay, so perhaps you may want to drag some more, but that's another way, and which is to hold on, bring the cursor here, okay, and you double click your left mouse button. Okay, so let's do that. And an entire thing will appear. Okay, right. So you double click here as well. Okay, let's just do the double clicking and double click here and double click here. Okay, so now we are done. Now the next step is to actually key in your experimental data which you've recorded into the cells here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video and do it for my sample data here, and you should do so to actually enter it as well. Okay, now just a word of caution. When you enter the numbers, please enter just only numbers, no letters. Okay, that is if you want to process this data as numbers. Okay, so don't type in the units. Okay, you need not type in the units. So okay, so now I entered data in the first column, so I just pause this video and enter the rest of the data. Okay, and you will see it in a while. Okay, so welcome back, and I believe that you have entered the data here, all in numbers, no letters. Okay, so now we are ready to process them using Excel formulas. Again, this is the real objective of this video, which is to teach you how to do the calculation automatically. Now you may wonder why we don't use a calculator. Fine, for this set of data, it's easy to use a calculator because it's simple. But when you encounter lots more data, it's much easier to use the features of Microsoft Excel. Okay, first thing, every Microsoft Excel formula, okay, begins with an equal sign. Okay, so the first thing we want to do the calculation is to type in an equal sign. Okay, next thing, for the volume, you want to take the final volume and subtract the initial volume. So after you have the equal sign, you click on the cell with the final volume, type in the minus sign, and click on the cell with the initial volume. Then press enter, and you'll find that the volume is calculated automatically for you. Now, we find that we have to calculate two more volumes, and do we have to actually type in the formula again? The answer is no. Okay, now bring your cursor, select this cell, okay, where you have just typed in the formula, and bring it to the bottom right hand corner here. Okay, there you see it. Now you find that it has changed shape again. Let's do the contrast. Okay, this white plus, and now bring it here, it becomes a black plus. Now this black plus shows that it is ready to do something if you drag. Okay, so all you have to do is now, once you see the black plus, hold on to your left mouse button, okay, and drag it down into the cells below. Okay, and you find that the calculation is now done automatically for you. Okay, so and what's more, the formulas have been adjusted for you as well. So for in cell E8, you find that the volume is calculated using cell D8 minus C8, and we didn't have to type it in. All we did was to drag the formula from the previous cell. Okay, and let's look at the one below, D9 and C9. Okay, it's all done for you. Okay, now we are ready to do the same thing for density. Okay, so now remember, each Excel formula starts with an equal sign. We know that density is mass divided by volume. So first you click on the mass value. Okay, now divide is the slash. Okay, and then click the cell with the volume, so this cell, then press enter, and you'll find that the density is calculated automatically for you. Okay, same thing, you'll bring your cursor to the bottom right hand corner. Okay, and you see that it changes to a black plus. Hold on to your left mouse button. Okay, and click and drag. Okay, and now you find that it is all the values have been calculated for you automatically. Okay, so now the next last thing we want to do is that you will need to calculate the average density, and you know that average is the sum of all these three divided by these three values. So all you have to do, okay, now we do it the slow way. Okay, so first begin with equal sign. Now you open bracket. Okay, click this cell and type in a plus. Then click the next cell, type in a plus, and click the next cell, type in a plus. All right. Then close bracket, which I've just done. Then we just divide by 3. Okay, and that will give you the average of these three values. Okay, so now again, same thing. You may ask me, why don't you use a calculator for this? Okay, the purpose of such a simple example is for you to get used to typing an Excel formula. Okay, so now we find that after the calculation, there are too many decimal places. Perhaps we just want 2 decimal places for 3 significant figures. So now Excel has a feature, okay, that can help you reduce or increase the number of decimal places. Now, first thing we can do, format all the cells at one go. Okay, so all you have to do is just select the cell here, and then just drag. Okay, and then, okay, yeah. And then what happens is drag by clicking on your left mouse button. Okay, and then what happens is we are ready to change the number of decimal places. So you find that there are 2 buttons here, one with this. So this one says increase decimal, so that's not what we want. So let's check out what this does. Okay, this one says decrease decimal. Okay, so this is what we want, and then we shall click it until it gives us the number of decimal places that we want. Yeah. Okay, we want 2 decimal places, and there we go. We have 2 decimal places, and we have found our average density of the pebble. Okay, so this is the end of video 2A.